Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. How's it going? I hope you're having a great day. And this is my TED Talk. So, I was born and raised in Nghệ An, a province in the central Vietnam. And when talking about central Vietnam, my hometown, we have a very popular phrase, which is miền Trung bão lũ, which is translated as the central Vietnam's floods and storms. Growing up in the central Vietnam, I have seen and experienced many storm seasons, widespread floodings, landslides, prolonged heavy rains, and it seems like they are becoming a part of my life. People in the central Vietnam have lived through so many storm seasons, but the last one in 2020 was the worst in our lifetimes. In 1 month, 2 weeks, 2 days, the central Vietnam was hit by 13 consecutive tropical storms and affecting millions of people. And this is a real footage of my grandma. And my uncle had to help my grandma to evacuate to a safer place. And looking at this is just really breaking my heart. And I know that if you're coming from the central Vietnam, you know this so well. So there has been a lot of debates and concerns over to what extent climate change, which is induced by human, has a hand in causing this disaster, affecting millions of people every single year. We have yet to have the final conclusion. But while it may be possible that the climate change can be attributable to a small part of this disaster, that little small part can become a really big part in pushing our community beyond our capacity to deal with all the damage like this. I am a coffee lover. I love drinking coffee, I love drinking tea, and I often post videos of me drinking a lot of different kinds of coffee and tea on my social media. And one day when I posted, some of my followers texted me on Instagram and they told me like, "Hey V, why are you drinking so much coffee? Why are you using so much plastic? I'm so disappointed at you, I'm gonna unfollow you." And I was like, hey, it's not that deep, it's not that serious. Are you nitpicking me? I think I'm a good consumer, like I contribute to the economy a lot. But it took me quite a while to realize that I was the one who is inconsiderate. I was the one, like knowledge of this, and I was wrong. Yes, I was really, really wrong. But until last year, and I know that apparently I have a hand in causing this damage to the environment, it's really hard to face the truth. But what is harder is to change. It's really hard for me because I know so well that I'm not good at giving up my old habits, my convenience for the sustainability. I tried a lot of times and I failed. And in this day and age, the environment has never been more talked about. We are constantly listening to protecting the environment, going green, not to do this, not to do that. I tried and I failed many times. Until last year, the unforgettable year 2020 of the central Vietnam. I was in Hanoi, constantly reading news, watching news about my hometown, worrying. And I talked to my grandma on the phone. And she told me something like, in Vietnamese, "Bà 90 tuổi rồi, mà chưa bao giờ bà thấy trời khóc nhiều đến thế." Which is translated as I am living in this life for 90 years, but I have never ever seen the earth crying so much, really, really so much. And it's just, I just burst into tears because I know that she was alone. And that was the moment when I realized the exact reason why I find it so hard to change. It's so hard for me to change for the environment. It is because I have never seen the earth as the way my grandmother see it. So I have always seen the earth as a thing, as a non-human being thing. So, when we use a pen and like the pen is not working and you're like, okay, I'm gonna throw it away, bye-bye, I'm gonna buy another one. But for people, I just cannot throw you away. I just cannot hit you, I just cannot hurt you physically or emotionally. I don't wanna do that, and I cannot do that. It all comes down to human emotions. How about looking at the earth as if it were a person, in a relationship with every single one of them? How about putting some emotions in the perspective that we see the earth as my grandma does? So yes, I did that. And I think it's so wonderful to see, oh my God, the slides. Yes, how about calling the earth Mother Earth with all the respect that we have known? So have you ever feel like it's so wonderful, it's so beautiful to look at the earth that way, to see the earth is actually a human being? And whenever you walk on the earth, on the land, you're actually kissing the skin. We can imagine like the earth, the land is her skin, the oceans is her blood, the rocks is her bone, and we, the children, are the children of her that she holds so dearly. And I feel like whenever we walk on the earth, and we feel like, oh, we are kissing her skin. And whenever we go inside the forest, we go freely the trees, we always have a sense of discovery and the inner peace deep inside us. What is the reason? The reason is that the forest is her heart. And like, she's hugging all of us with her embrace very dearly. And her heart is really big, and we're very small, so that is why we feel so protected. And when the night falls in, and you will see that the earth is slowly going to sleep, which makes us, her children, do the same, we go to sleep. And when the sun rises, you see the sun gives all the warmth and the strength to all the living creatures, including us. And the sun placed on our skin is just feel like a morning kiss from the Mother Earth. So it's obvious that we humans are a part of nature. We are not apart from nature. This is a magical connection of Earth. We, human beings and Earth, we are all interconnected. We are one in great unity. And I have to say thank you, Grandma, for this. Grandma, if you're watching this, I love you. I thank you so much. And unfortunately, when we see the earth as just an environment, when we don't see the earth that way with a lot of emotions, we are becoming more unconscious of our behaviors, of our thinking. Yes, mother. So about the mother. Mother is someone who gives us life. Mother is someone, nurtures us, raises us. And it's just like the earth, Mother Earth. Mother Earth is also gave life to us, nurtures us, providing us everything we need to survive, answering all of our needs so that we can develop and live happily. But when we can't see that way sometimes, we feel like we are the children, we are a little needy and greedy sometimes, and we are becoming more unconscious of our behaviors and of our thinking. We exploit her, we damage her, and it makes her compromise both her beauty and both her health. And what is she doing? What does she do? She is just there. The Mother Earth is just there. And look back and looking more deeply, we can think how powerful she is when she has so much endurance, energy, tolerance to accept and transform all the damage that we have made to her, even though it took her hundreds of millions of years, of so many years. Oh, this is my favorite quote from Thầy Thích Nhất Hạnh. Walk as if you are kissing the earth with your feet. It is obvious that all of us are humans and no one wants to hurt our mother. And when we see that way, we don't want to hurt the earth either. So how? The answer is how we can do that. I think there are a lot of ways, but one of the ways is to think before you do anything. For instance, I'm next to you, and if I hit you, I would feel like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I'm not gonna do that the next time. It just can't apply to the earth. And it's also about being more conscious of our carbon footprint. So first of all, reuse, recycle, everything to make sure that you cut down a little bit on what you throw away. Or even shop wisely. Use usable shopping bag whenever you go shopping, and buy less plastic. A very small little step like that. Or you can plant more trees, be more closer to the nature to appreciate how beautiful the earth is. Or you can also educate yourself and educate others. And I have been so thankful to those friends who had texted me via Instagram and, picking out my flaws and reminding me of how dangerous it is to use plastic while I drink coffee. And if you're watching this, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I think that all small little steps can add up a difference. The thing here is that the question we pose, have we ever hurt our mother? Yes. Have we ever helped our mother? Yes. But are we perfect? I think we don't need perfection, and we're not perfect. What we need is millions of people to do this together in an imperfect way, because those small little things can add up to big difference in the future. And at the end of the day, I am Earth, you are Earth, we are Earth. No separation, we are in one great, unity. And each step we walk on this earth mindfully brings us gratitude to life. So Mother Earth, thank you so much for this life. Thank you so much for giving life to me and to all the humanity. You are the mother of humanity. You are the mother of life. And we feel so sorry and we feel so thankful at the same time. And we know that we are in this fight together, because we know that you're so worth fighting for. I do hope you have a great day today. Thank you.